Hi, this is Tyler Kettle. This is another excerpt from In Space, No One Can Hear You Clean about a janitor in space and he doesn't really want to be there. Picking up July 23rd, 2030. 2 months after I saw the spaceship, I was cleaning a window and I noticed my boss, Terry, slowly approaching the reflection, clad in his stained overalls. He's always reminded me of a weird mix between an out of shape Oompa Loompa and Humpty Dumpty. Hey, Matt, he said as I turned away from my work, catching the scent of bad BO and tobacco in the air. Hey, I answered. Or did I say hi? I'm not sure. Cut me some slack. It was a while ago. Got a weird question for you. He coughed a little in his hand, allowing my mind to race through a multitude of thoughts. Did I forget to clock out for lunch? Or did I not clean a room to his liking? What could it be? How would you like to go to space? Terry asked. Space? The janitor? I asked back, not really sure if I heard him correctly. Yeah, the janitor. Do you want to do it? He stared at me. Why does a spaceship need a janitor? I asked, shifting. I don't know. All I know is that they asked for one. He shrugged. Can I think about it? Started to move back to the window. Yeah, you should probably do that. Let me know. Then he just walked away, emitting another smoker's cough before disappearing around the corner. I returned to my work and wondered, did I actually want to go to space? But I found myself jumping to a different question. Who sends a janitor into space? I think I knew who made that call, or at least suspected. Lately, we had been going through directors like a wrestler goes through steroids. Our original director had gone yanked into a portal. Then his deputy, then that deputy's deputy, then a deputy's deputy's deputy died in a car accident. You thought it was going to be a portal, didn't you? It got so bad that the head of the mailroom suddenly found himself in the director's chair, who was quite possibly demanding that there should be a janitor on the spaceship. His name is Jake. Now, he's interesting and not in a good way. In his former position, he would routinely receive write-ups from HR for wandering the hallways and pestering engineers, scientists about the outlandish scientific theory that he had read on Reddit the previous night. Yes, because Reddit is a great resource of facts, logic, and reason. One week it was chemtrails and how they were exhaust from alien spaceships. The next is a theory that there is a society of people led by a robotic Ronald Reagan and a zombified Ronald McDonald. When pressed to explain it, Jake would merely point to the article and say, it's all there. Then he would just walk away. He's also a flat earther, by the way. I'll give you a moment to process that level of irony. So that was who was in the director's chair who was now demanding that there should be a janitor on the spaceship. I have no idea why he was insisting on it. Perhaps he read an Onion article on space janitors and confused it for actual fact. I have no clue. After my talk with Terry, I thought about the question. Did I want to go to space? Not really, no. But neither did I want to keep living this sad routine of a life. I thought about these questions throughout the rest of the workday and the bus ride home. The thoughts plagued me as I prepared my dinner, and as I sat at my Valley Village table with a plate of chicken in front of me, could not escape the questions in my mind. If I didn't go, could I keep living this life? What would happen if I did go? Too distracted to eat, I simply pushed the plate away from me and looked around me. I saw the undecorated walls and the worn furniture, the absence of identity and the presence of loneliness. I thought to myself. Or maybe, I'm not sure. Feels like something I would think. Maybe if I went, I could escape this distance for a while. Kind of like going on a vacation, but really fucking dangerous. Perhaps I could use that. Later on, as I began to fall asleep in bed, my last thoughts of the day returned to those questions of space. And I remember my last thought was, fuck it. Let's go to space. Look, I know the story is going on for all. Just bear with me. So I went into work the next day and told Terry that I would do it. What followed was months of testing, training, everything that you need to know to survive in space. I met Steve, the captain, as well as Kate and Lucas, the other crew members. Steve seemed overly friendly, but Kate and Lucas were frosty towards me, as if they knew that I didn't belong there. And they were right, and still are. I definitely shouldn't have been going. Up until the launch, I had dreams about exploding spaceships and aliens doing operations on me. I was terrified. I mean, what the fuck was I doing? I thought about backing out several times, but I couldn't stand the potential embarrassment. Who wants to be the janitor who went out going to space? Soon enough, it was the morning of launch, and I was sitting in the back of a car. Driver picked me up from my apartment. I could barely make small talk with him because I was so nervous. try to focus my mind on other things like movie quotes or something. Anything to try to distract myself. It wasn't long before we were pulling up to the launch pad and the driver and I exited the car. Saw a spaceship above us and was peering to touch the sky. To me, it looked solid, fairly explosion safe. The driver led me to a small building beside the launch pad and took me into a room where Captain Steve, Kate, and Lucas were already waiting. They were all sitting and drinking coffee and looking super calm. And really none of them took a seat near the back of the room. Just as I sat down, the director walked in. You know, the Reddit assess guy. Almost immediately, he started this huge piece, forcing us all to listen to it. I'll spare you some of the details, but it was somehow one of the most chaotic things I've ever been witness to. As at times, the speech was a few steps from Bill Paxton Independence Day. Other times, it was akin to a middle school football coach on the edge of a heart attack. He cried, he shouted, and for some reason laughed and smiled. It was a speech with no form, no reason, no flow. And that is all I have to say. Good luck up there. Jerking on and left the room, leaving most of us wondering if the man was on the edge of a breakdown, or was that just his weird take on motivational speeches? That was weird. Anyway, Captain Steve uttered before sitting up and leaving the room, followed by everyone else, including me. I was still nervous as I got in my suit, but I tried to focus on my actions. Keep my mind distracted, right? Soon we were getting in the spaceship and sitting down in our seats. I remember the seat was a bit uncomfortable. I kept trying to move myself around, hoping that maybe I was sitting on it wrong. As I was doing this, Captain Steve and Kate flipping switches and talking to voices on radios. Lucas was looking over equations on a notepad, you know, actual important stuff. Eventually, I stopped trying to move around, accepting a notion that discomfort is just part of space. Thoughts that have plagued me for months and the drive here return tenfold. I almost felt I was about to get tapped on the shoulder telling me, we made a mistake. Get out. General anxiety shifted from my mind, and I heard the countdown. 10, 9, 8, the voice said on the radio, and I quickly shut my eyes. Countdown continued, and then there was liftoff, the voice said, and I felt a huge burst of force beneath me. The ship shook, and I almost felt like throwing up. This was worse than any amusement park ride I've been on. When is it going to be over? Ash shouted out. But no, it hurt me, nor did they care. The ship kept shaking and shaking as I kept my eyes closed. Then everything stopped. Finding the courage, I opened my eyes, saw the darkness of space through the glass. I'd done it. It was in outer space. But now I had to see this through. Couldn't really back up now.